Give it up for Laura House.
So, hey, if you had the pleasure of dating in Los Angeles in your 40s, I have. And I was in years ago, I was in a pretty serious relationship. We lived together, and was dumped. Dumped with the words, I just don't want to work on it anymore. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad this is being recorded. Do you hear that? So, I mean, just, hey, P.S., I don't work on it. So, that horrible news, especially when you care about someone and you think this is maybe your last relationship, and also when you're 46. So, it's not that we don't have value as we age, and it's not that we all have to have a partner, but I gotta say, in that moment, I was like, oh, I didn't think I was gonna have to get back out there again. And a little like, all right, die alone. It is, will do. I mean, it like later 40s, it was like I had just missed the last copter out of Nam, in a way. Thank you for getting that and not just tearing up and going, no, you kind of. But yeah, it was like, oh, I'm devastated. I cared about this person. Also like, oh shit, now what? So I did what you do is, especially when you're an older lady taking care of yourself, like I took some downtime and some healing time and some sex workshops and fuck some strangers, whatever. I did some healing. And then got back out in the dating world on the apps. And you know the apps. I mean, you make a profile and you come up with lies to trick someone into loving you forever. So, and I did that, right? I would just. Sometimes my philosophy was like, cast a wide net, you know, I wasn't always just like, here's who I am. Sometimes I would, like on one headline, you know, you have your intriguing headline, and I would put like, Han shot first. And like, I don't know what that means, but I know that guys like Star Wars, and I was like, come on, nerds, come get it. Get in here. We'll sort it out later. So I do some dating, and you know, one guy, I have a couple of nice dates, and then he says, hey, you know, I should tell you, I practice polyamory. And I'm like, N-O. That is a very fancy word for non-committal. That is like, just say I love cheating, I just want to put that on the table right now. No, there's a fun word for it. Polyamory. So that wasn't great. And then another guy I dated, not homeless, or jobless, but he was staying on his sister's sofa for a year and a half while he worked some things out. And I quit the dating app. I don't know if you've dated, you really have to pace yourself. You have to like, dating app, ooh, no dating app. Like you really have to like mind what's going on with you mentally. So when after like a while, after I went back on the apps, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try something brand new. Honesty. And my little headline, I was like the lies that I made up about that. It was never lies, but just like tweaked like the truths of like, I have been to a beach. This is not a regular thing for me. Like my information about myself was like, I love home and TV and Scrabble. Hello, what about you? And my little headline said, nerdy, wordy, and kind of sturdy. Right? It's not much, but if you want it, it's yours. This is what we're doing. So I went on this app expecting nothing. Because I don't know, I also would just kind of, I really recommend this, to be honest. If you're doing a dating app, before you sign up, give up. Just give up trying to impress anybody. I feel like it's your best bet. Like, I was just like, whatever. And And because we coach people, I think it's good advice. We coach people like, put your best foot forward, put your worst feet forward. Like, don't peek at the profile. Like, they're going to meet you eventually. Like, just like phone it in and then let people go, well, that was refreshing. After I got to know them, that was nice. Wasn't sure, but so this is what happened was someone actually reached out to me, and a male of all things, and he showed some interest, and he's like, I don't know if he was like, my favorite color's plaid, and I play trumpet. I'm like, and but we talk, and he's very nice, and we decide we want to have a date. We're gonna do a proper date, and so I talked to him to make plans for this date, and he blurts out so awkwardly. He goes, I don't make plans. You make plans. I can follow through with the plans, but I'm not good at making plans. You make the plans. You make whatever you want to do. You make the plan. I'll be there. Wow. So that wasn't what I wanted to hear, but my ex was great at making plans to see other women while we were together. So maybe it's time for a non-planner, you know? That's what I was thinking. So we proceed with the date. We're gonna do an IRL situation, and we meet at a restaurant. Like I pick a steakhouse, which you should do. If someone's taking you on it, you don't know how it's gonna go. Get a good meal. So I have lots of advice. This is a TED Talk, essentially. These are ideas worth spreading. So we meet at the place, and he's there before me. And I want you to know this, is that phone it in on the profile, but this is life. I'm upper level 40s, and I dress up. Normally I dress like a drunk art teacher, but I was like skirt and heels and paint on my face and whatever that's called, and cleavage. I was like, sure. And I walk into the place, and he's already there, and it's like the eye test, right? When you first see someone, and we were both like, all right. I mean, that's all you really need. Like, you just need like the gate arm to go up. Like you just want to avoid, emergency call. Oh, this is crap. What, now? I have to go now? The dog? What? Oh, sorry, bad news. That's what you don't want. But we were both like, all right. I mean, I'm chubby, he's bald, right? We're even. We're like, it's a match. So we proceed to the table, and here's what happened. Is a waiter gets in between us, right? He's walking a little bit ahead of me, and this waiter gets in, he's holding the giant tray, and then the waiter gets distracted, and this tray starts to tip toward me. And I remember thinking, well, it's not gonna fall. He's a professional waiter. Oh no, here it comes, and it hits my chest, and it crashes and just cups and plates and half-eaten shrimp scampi, and just, and I am like, who doesn't finish their shrimp scampi? It's like $25. And there's only like 4 or 5 of them. And I'm mortified, right? I'm just like, everybody looks, and waiters are scurrying around, and I, upper level 40s lady, I check in with myself, trying to do some self-care, and I was like, do you need a rain check? Do you need to go home? You were just assaulted by appetizers? Like, what? Like, what do you need? What's going on? And I look, and nothing was really on me. Everything had just bounced off the cleavage or whatever. And I was like, I think I'm okay. I think I'm all right. And I awkwardly made my way to the table and sat down across from this guy. And he asked me 2 questions that changed the course of my life. So he's sitting across from me very sweetly, eye contact. He looks at me and he says, "Are you okay?" Really nice. And I'm being honest now. So I was like, you know what, that was embarrassing and weird, adrenaline and awkward, but yeah. I'm embarrassed, but yeah, I'm okay. And still looking at me in sweet eye contact, he says, "Can I laugh now?" And that's how I found the one. I was like, lead with sweetness, follow it up with smartass. That is my fucking guy. I had been looking for the wrong guys in the wrong places up until that moment, and we're engaged, and we have been engaged for 6 full years. That is my guy. Thanks so much. Enjoy Valentine's.